want to go back to new investors because you've helped so many new investors, one, navigate the real estate landscape successfully, make informed decisions. Tell us a little bit more about advice that you have for them.
I think the biggest advice for new investors is kind of twofold. One is you need to find your thing, right? I think a lot of new investors like, oh, short-term rental, long-term rental, flipping, Airbnb arbitrage, land development. Y'all are all over the place. So what I tell everyone to do is I think real estate investing is a skill. Because it's a skill, it can be learned. You can get better. Everybody can get better. So I think the key for new investors is creating what I call a buy box. It's a set of criteria that produces a list of 20 to 40 active listings. And the key to this is once the criteria is set, that's all you look at for 90 days. Why? Because you have to figure out the rhythm. You have to figure out the average for that, that buy box. What is the average yield or cash on cash or return on capital? Once you know what the average is, you can start writing good and great offers. The biggest thing about a buy box that most people don't get, and they fight me on this all the time, is buy box is permission to ignore everything else.
Mhm.
New investors don't know how to focus. Like I chose Fresno, California after spending a year in the Bay Area because I wanted cash flow. Bay Area doesn't cash flow. So the only way I could learn a brand new market of 1 million people that I've never lived in, I knew no one, is I had to figure out a part of town and I had to look at that part of town every day for 90 days. For me, that was 93703, 3 or 4 bedroom single family homes, 2 baths, 2 car garage. That's all I looked at. If it wasn't that criteria, I didn't look at it. And I did that for 3 years. So very quickly, I became the best buyer in that buy box. And I most new investors are not that laser focused, but that's what it takes. Focus and daily discipline. Get better every day.
Yeah, I love the focus. I love the daily discipline. I also love just the data driven approach that every day you're collecting this data to look at the trends and really know your market.